February 1st, 1:47 in the morning. An 84-year-old woman's doorbell camera shuts off. 41 minutes later, her pacemaker goes dark. By noon, Nancy Guthrie is gone. Blood on her porch, DNA on a glove 2 miles away. And 18 days later, the President of the United States just told whoever took her, return her alive or face the death penalty. This is what's happening right now. And what the FBI just found changes everything. This is the fifth witness. And if you want to understand what's really going on in cases like this, hit subscribe. Before we talk about evidence, let's talk about who we're actually talking about. Nancy Guthrie, 84 years old, mother of 2, grandmother, and the mom of someone you probably see every morning. Savannah Guthrie, host of NBC's Today Show. Nancy lives in Tucson, Arizona. Quiet neighborhood, she's retired, she needs daily medication. And on the night of January 31st, her son-in-law dropped her off at home after a family dinner at 9:50 p.m. That was the last time anyone saw her. The next morning, family went to check on her. She wasn't answering her phone. When they got there, the front door was unlocked. Nancy was gone, and there was blood on the front porch. DNA testing confirmed it. That blood? It's hers. Now here's where this gets chilling, and I want you to notice something most people miss. The doorbell camera shuts off at 1:47 a.m. But Nancy's pacemaker, the device that tracks her heart and her location, that doesn't disconnect until 2:28 a.m. Why the 41-minute gap? Because whoever did this disconnected the camera first, then went inside. They didn't want to be filmed during what happened next. That's not panic. That's not a burglary gone wrong. That's planning. Look at this footage. This is from Nancy's doorbell camera before it was shut off. Masked man, about 5 feet 9 inches, 5 feet 10 inches. Average build. And look at his right hip. See that bulge? That's a holstered firearm. Most people watching this footage the first time miss it, but the FBI didn't. This person came armed, prepared, and knew exactly what they were doing. And that backpack, the FBI identified it. It's an Ozark Trail 25-liter pack. Sold at Walmart. Costs about $20. Common, almost untraceable. That's intentional. 2 miles from Nancy's house, investigators found a pair of gloves. They appear to match the gloves in the doorbell footage. And here's the thing. There's DNA on those gloves. The FBI ran that DNA through CODIS. That's the national database with over 21 million profiles from people who've been arrested. No match. Which tells us something critical. This person has never been arrested for a felony before. But it also tells us something else. The FBI is now using genetic genealogy, the same technique that caught the Golden State Killer. They're building a family tree from that DNA. Even if this person has never been arrested, if their third cousin uploaded DNA to Ancestry.com or 23andMe, the FBI can find them. It's not a matter of if anymore. It's a matter of when. As of today, February 18th, the FBI and Pima County Sheriff have received between 40,000 and 50,000 tips. That's an insane volume. But here's what most people don't understand about that number. The FBI put up a $100,000 reward. Now, most people think that's about money. It's not. It's a filter. When you offer 6 figures, serious people come forward. Fraudsters get scared of federal charges. The FBI can now separate real tips from noise. That reward isn't bait for the public. It's bait for someone close to the kidnapper who's starting to get nervous. On February 16th, the family was officially cleared. That matters because it means the FBI has moved past the statistical most likely suspects and is now hunting someone outside the family circle. That's actually good news for the investigation. It narrows the profile. And then, President Trump made a public statement. He said if Nancy Guthrie is not returned alive, her kidnapper will face the death penalty. Now think about that for a second. Why would the President of the United States make a threat like that? He's not talking to Nancy. He's talking to the kidnapper. and he's sending a very specific message. If you harm her, there is no deal, no plea bargain, no life sentence. You die. Trump just turned this into a binary choice. Return her alive and maybe survive, or harm her and face execution. That's psychological warfare. Here's the question that keeps investigators up at night. Why take an 84-year-old woman who needs daily medication? If this was about ransom, you'd take someone younger, healthier, easier to keep alive. If this was about murder, you'd do it at the scene. But someone took Nancy alive, shut off her pacemaker so she couldn't be tracked, and has kept her hidden for 18 days. What's the motive that makes sense of all of that? The FBI doesn't know yet. But when they figure it out, this case will break wide open. There have been multiple ransom notes, some confirmed fake. One man in California was arrested for trying to extort the family. One demand asked for $6 million by February 9th. That deadline passed. Nothing. Savannah Guthrie said publicly, "We will pay." But no one has told them where to send the money. So here's what you can do. If you were in Tucson between January 31st and February 2nd, and you saw anything unusual, a vehicle parked too long, someone acting strange, anything that didn't feel right, call the FBI tip line. Your tip could be the one that brings her home. 1-800-CALL-FBI, or go to tips.fbi.gov. You can submit anonymously. Nancy needs daily medication. Without it, according to the sheriff, it could be fatal. Every single day matters. The FBI is still treating this as a rescue mission. That means they believe there's a chance she's alive. And until we know otherwise, so should we. Nancy Guthrie has been missing for 18 days. Her pacemaker is off. Her blood was found on her porch. But somewhere, someone knows something. And thanks to genetic genealogy, the FBI is one family tree away from finding who did this. This is the fifth witness. I'll keep you updated as this case develops. If this helped you understand what's really happening, share it. And if you have information, don't wait. Call the FBI. Let's bring Nancy home.